Hello and welcome to Sports Update on Breakfast Central. I am Udoka Njoku. Now, former Premier League football player Christian Atsu has reportedly been found alive. And of course, he is recovering from that mishap that happened in Turkey, talking about that earthquake, and he is currently in the hospital. And we look forward to getting more reports from his team and all members of staff of his club over there in Turkey. Let's take a quick break, and when we return, we'll give you more updates in the world of sports. All right, I'm still giving you updates in the world of sports. I am Udoka Njoku. Now for Christian Atsu. His management has also reported that he has been found and is recovering currently in the hospital after being pulled out from the rubble following the earthquake in Turkey and Syria that has left about 3,000 dead and thousands more missing. A search and rescue operation was launched for the former Chelsea and Newcastle man, and it has been reported extensively that it was successful. And a Portuguese media outlet reported that Atsu was found, adding that he had been transported to the hospital after suffering injuries to his right foot and suffering breathing difficulties. His management team confirmed the winger is safe. And that's one of the good news. And from the Nigeria Football Federation, with hundreds of civilians dead and some footballers confirmed dead in the earthquake in Turkey, the president of the Nigeria Football Federation, Ibrahim Gusau, has confirmed that no Nigerian footballer was affected by the unfortunate incident. And he revealed this on his Instagram, on the Instagram page of the Football Federation, and remarked that the body was sad about the unfortunate earthquake in the city of Turkey. He noted that he had reached out to Nigerian players based in Turkey, and they have all confirmed to be fine. From there, let's go straight to Qatar. On Monday, they announced Carlos Queiroz as the new national coach to take charge of the campaign to forget a catastrophic World Cup showing. The Portuguese, who will be 70 in March, has been to the World Cup 4 times, 3 with Iran, where he was in charge for nearly a decade in 2 different spells. Queiroz takes over from Spaniard Felix Sanchez, whose contract was not renewed after Qatar lost all 3 of their group matches when they hosted the World Cup in November, December. Queiroz left Iran after the team also failed to get past the group stage in the tournament. And from there, let's go straight to England, as Manchester City have welcomed the alleged breaches of financial regulations being brought before an independent commission, having been surprised by the Premier League's claims. On Monday, the league has referred a number of alleged breaches of competition rules, which stretch back as far as the 2009-2010 season to the commission. In 2020, Man City had a 2-year ban from European football overturned by the Court of Arbitration for Sports, CAS, after being handed a suspension by UEFA's club financial control body. Now, that was in February 2020 for serious breaches of club licensing and financial fair play regulations. Manchester City have been hit with more than 100 charges of alleged breaches of financial rules, which could lead to point deduction or even expulsion from the Premier League. All right, talking about England, now let's go straight to the FA Cup matches to be played today. Burnley will take on Ipswich Town. Fleetwood Town takes on Sheffield Wednesday. Grimsby takes on Luton Town, as Sheffield United will be up against Wrexham. And in the Spanish La Liga, the only game played yesterday, Rayo Vallecano defeated Almeria by 2-0, while in the Italia Serie A, Verona and Lazio played out a 1-1 draw, while Monza and Sampdoria played out a 2-2 draw. And today, Salernitana will take on troubled Juventus. The game goes down later on. And in the German DFB Pokal, Sandhausen takes on Freiburg, as Frankfurt will take on Darmstadt. And in the world of boxing, Anthony Joshua is in the news that he has announced that he will have his comeback fight against Jermaine Franklin on the 1st of April at the O2 Arena in London. This will be Joshua's first bout without at least one world title on the line in almost 7 years. Joshua had unified the WBO, WBA, and the IBF heavyweight titles between 2016 and 2018. He lost them when Andy Ruiz stopped him in New York in 2019, but he reclaimed them in an immediate rematch later that year. He has only won one bout since then, a 2020 stoppage victory over Kubrat Pulev. Ukraine's Alexander Usyk, unbeaten and formerly an undisputed champion, down at cruiserweight, outboxed and outpointed Joshua at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in 2021. Last August, Joshua, with new trainer Robert Garcia in his corner, took him on the second time, but was also defeated in that rematch in Saudi Arabia. So look forward to the 1st of April when Anthony Joshua will be in the boxing ring against Jermaine. And of course, he hopes to win that one to prepare himself for bigger boxing matches. And that's a wrap on Sports Update on Breakfast Central. I'm Udoka Njoku. Good morning, Olive. Good morning, Osage.
Good morning, Udoka. Thank you very much for bringing us sports updates. Good news, it would seem that Christian Atsu has been reportedly pulled out from under the rubble. It's just been a really sad and sorry situation, what's happened in Turkey with the earthquakes and the people who have been trapped underneath. I do hope that, he's well and he's able to recover fully, and all the others who were trapped with him as well.
Yeah, of course. We really believe that other people will be found, and I hope and pray that they will be alive, especially the club owner and some of the club management staff as well who are under the rubble. We just pray that they will be alive by the time the safety measures are being taken and they are being gotten to.
I just want to quickly ask also, how do you think the Manchester City situation would, play out? Would they get points deducted from them? The cups that they supposedly won in those seasons, would they be given to second runners-up? Will Manchester United maybe, be awarded the Premier League season for, I think it was here in 2018, 2019.
Wow. Sorry, what are you up to this morning? Are you trying to look for corner to win the title? to win the title? That's a wrong way to go about it.
I'm just asking,
Well, but of course, for the FA, the report is that Manchester City has been in the news for the wrong reasons for a couple of years, and it looks like the hammer will be falling heavy on Manchester City. Remember, it happened to Juve, and this is not the first time it happened to the Italian giants. At one time, they were being relegated from the Serie A, and this time around, they've had 15 points deducted from them. So for Manchester City, I think it would be more of a points deduction than an expulsion from the English Premier League. But let's see what the final verdict would be from the FA. Of course, for Manchester City, they say they are surprised with these allegations and they've welcomed the investigation. So until they come up with a proof and a verdict, then we can say what the final one would be. But I believe if they're found guilty, points will be deducted from Manchester City.
All right.
Interesting seeing oil all over someone's mouth and then the person surprised, accusations that they stole meat from the soup.
Exactly.
What an analogy. Exactly. Thank you very much, Udoka, for bringing us the updates in the world of sports. We'll see you around.
Thank you very much.